Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Yo. What up, though, people? Like to welcome you back to the Keep the Casino podcast. I am your boy Brown. To the left of me, you got
your boy John.
Brother X is in the building.
Professor X.
Professor X, pardon me. To the left of Professor X, who do we have?
We got Vito in the back in the building.
Okay, a.k.a. who?
Vito Samuels.
Okay, I'm just saying if you sticking to the script, you know what I'm talking about? I'm just making sure, people, we appreciate you for tuning back in. Everybody that's new here, we appreciate y'all. We've definitely got some new subs. If you're not subbed to the channel, make sure you hit the sub button, hit the like button, drop a comment while you at us. So listen, we've been avoiding this topic for a couple weeks. Not avoiding it, but we definitely put it off for a while. Brittney Griner. She's been detained in Russia since February. She just pleaded guilty. They're saying Biden is saying the U.S. is doing everything to try to get her home. Keep it a C note. Is Brittney Griner being used as a political pawn?
Oh, Professor X.
I do think that she's being used as a political pawn, but at the end of the day, I think it's kind of fucked up how she's being viewed, though, because it
what, like she a drug head or something?
Yeah, like she
a smuggler.
She caught that with the weed baits, but it's just messed up that she's been over there that long for that type of like crime. I mean, like,
right.
The United States should have been got her out. Basically.
Okay, so what you think, Vito?
Absolutely.
Right.
She's definitely being used as a pawn because I seen something earlier today where it says that Russia offered them Brittney Griner for a Russian arms dealer that's booked over here right now.
Oh, a trade.
Yeah, basically a trade.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know about no trades, but my thing is this, right? The U.S. they can't just go get her, can they? And I mean, that's definitely a different joint over there, right?
But there's always some talks that you could do behind closed doors, like.
But are they talking with Russia now with this Ukraine stuff?
Probably not with the type time that Joe Biden on or whatever. Because I remember when Trump he went to bat and actually tried to do. He went crazy trying to get A$AP Rocky out.
Right.
When he got locked up abroad.
Go ahead. I'm gonna say this for the conspiracy corner. Go ahead.
But I just don't know what type of weight Brittney Griner holds right now, and I mean, like, what's her importance? Because if
she's one of the best players in the WNBA,
and I totally agree. But the USA right now is showing her like, all right, we'll get to it when we get to it. Like her
but what I'm saying,
they should have been got
besides her for talks, there's nothing they can do. They can't go over there and Brody her out, can they?
I feel like Trump did what he did for A$AP to get the black people in his corner.
I think there's always some talks.
So that's what you think Trump was trying to reel the blacks in?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your thoughts, people? Brittney Griner, is she being used as a political pawn? Keep it a C-note.
But wait, let's not forget though. Remember, he also went to bat for the Ball, Lonzo Ball, when he got locked up over. I forget what country it was, but he was acting like.
Oh yeah.
It all came with the same shit. And remember, he was talking shit too, though.
Yeah, and Trump did talk to them folks over there. Yeah, blase, and then I mean the Ball family, they ain't thank Trump or nothing at all. They just thought it was like part of his job just to get him out. But I just think the U.S. right now, if they wanted her out, they could get her out for real.
Okay. Listen, I want to piggyback off something you said because her importance. You said, what's her importance, right?
Yep.
Let's keep it a C-note. We already know she's over there basically because in the WNBA, they're getting paid peanuts.
Yep.
They're underpaid. So during the winter, they got to go Russia and other places to make money and play in winter leagues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we know that they're underpaid. Are women athletes undervalued? Keep it a C-note.
Absolutely.
Got-
Look at boxing. Clarissa Shields. She one of the best to ever do it. She probably could beat a couple of men, if in my opinion, but she don't really get the publicity that the other guys get.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Yeah. No, I just found it funny when you said the importance thing. Because it's like she is one of the faces of the WNBA, so it was like I don't know.
But if it was anybody else, would they have got him out?
Yeah. Well, I want to get to that because her coach, Phoenix Mercury coach, her name Vanessa Nygaard or something like that. She says that if it was LeBron locked up over there, if he would have got locked up over there, he would have been out.
Mm-hmm.
Is that no cap, or should we call her Oouuber?
No cap.
Why y'all say that?
Because LeBron would have definitely been out.
Because listen, this is my thing. It's especially with the Trump thing. I don't think Joe Biden has relationships Trump has over there. Like Trump got relationships with them guys over there. Biden don't.
Yeah, but I'm saying with Trump, it was different spots, right? It was China over here. Where was A$AP Rocky at?
He was in Switzerland or Russia or something like that. But think about it. Trump is a businessman all over the world.
Natural business.
Right.
So he got relationships all over the world. I don't think Biden got that.
Okay, so being as though you said that, let me piggyback, ask y'all a question. As far as safety, as far as not going to war, United States and all that, do you feel as though it's better to have presidents with the business mentality instead of like politicians because they build more relationships?
It's 50-50 because one with a business mentality is going to let business come before like human rights in certain instances.
So let me ask you this. Trump right now, if Trump was in office and this stuff was going on with Ukraine and Russia, would Trump be a businessman and just mind his business and let them do them and gas prices and all that would be regular?
Not if he was up for re-election. They would be out. No rap.
I don't think Trump would have meddled in that. I think he would have fell back off of that.
Trump would have got in that shit. He can't not mind his business.
But see, what we got to understand is I look at the United States as a business. For real, that's what it is a business.
But
I thought Donald Trump, I mean, as a business, I didn't think
let's just look at it as a business-wise, because some of the stuff that he wanted to do was like, let's make stuff here instead of having to rely on other places. So now when we in these type situations, we not messed up. You see what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I'm like, if you look at it, if you have somebody running things from a business aspect, then, you know, they may handle things a little better, know how to finesse. He might have been finessing, what's his name? Putin. We don't know that.
You know, him and Putin got a relationship.
That's what I'm saying. But the whole time, he might be finessing him on, you know, we don't never know. You see what I'm saying? So, what's your thoughts, people? If it was LeBron James locked up over Russia, would he have been locked up as long as Brittney Griner keep the C note with us? Let's talk about food plants. There's a lot going on where they're saying there's a lot of food plants being burnt down. They're also saying you had the one farm where all the cows died from heat exhaustion. What's your thoughts on that? Are we headed towards a food shortage? Keep it a C note.
This could have also been in like conspiracy corner.
Yes, it could have.
But yes, I do think we're going towards a food shortage, and we're and I think we're mostly the cause of it. All these plants that somehow burnt down, I don't believe that they burnt down by accident.
No,
right?
It's impossible.
It's impossible. You're right. So like the price of food is going to go up because it's so minute and so much is harder to come by.
Prices already rising sky high.
Yo, most products are already up about 10% on most products, and that's like the bare minimum that inflation has went on most on food products.
Right. So you're right. This should have been conspiracy corner because a lot of people believe that this is the first step and the switching us over and the synthetic meat, synthetic food.
Did you
but
remember?
This goes back to what you were saying about Trump, though, because if we would have had some infrastructure, some businesses, some shit here, where we were able to build and have better farming, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Remember that video I sent where they showed that Bill Gates owns all the acres of farmland?
How does he own all that?
He bought all that shit. All that shit is coming into play, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm like, damn, crazy. He owns half of everything everywhere.
Yeah,
like
so,
that.
He got something coming up because you can't farm there. He got all this farmland that's taken up that we can't farm now.
Even I seen with this little Russia-Ukraine thing that like we get fertilizer and stuff from over there, so everything is like hitting us. You know what I mean? Because of them. Which I'm saying again, business minded. If the way, because let's keep it a C note. The next thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna send people over there, troops over there, and we gonna be involved in that war. Y'all don't think that's coming?
It's always coming. There's always money to be made in war.
What I'm saying is, so do you think Trump would have went to war? What I'm saying, me personally, I think Trump would have minded his business.
Yeah.
I think we would not be involved in that. Now, you say re-election, it would have mattered, right? It would have
been on and popping. But because Trump don't, first and foremost, white people don't have it in them to mind the business, for one.
Right.
And for two, it's money to be made in a war.
But if he got the economy flowing, jobs going, gas is down, I mean, like, it's hard. Where Trump lost at was on his social affairs. But as far as, like, his business tactics, I ain't got nothing.
But let's not act like a lot of that Trump shit wasn't a trickle down effect of what Obama was doing when he those folks they were sitting there waiting, and most of my biggest beef with Donald Trump ain't even really with Donald Trump. It's with
a lot of stuff that Donald, even with Obama, Donald Trump had to clean up a lot of stuff too.
But that the unemployment rate was already on its way down when Obama. And then that shit when he was starting to get people out of jail at the end of his run, Trump just started doing the same thing with him and Kardashian and Obamacare. He didn't do nothing but change the name.
Let me ask you this then, because it go back to what you just said, right? You said at the end of Obama, and Obama had 8 years, so at the end of it started going down. So was that let me do something right now at the last?
Most
you
likely.
Know what I mean?
Most
because
likely.
He had 8 years to do it. And
Obama shit was going down
rapidly
as throughout his whole year by year. So it was already going on. And as far as the Obamacare, like the healthcare, Trump basically did Obamacare, but just changed the name.
Right. See,
Affordable healthcare.
Let me say one last thing about this food plan thing, because I found something real funny, right? When you go on Google and try to look it up, you get all these pages that's like fact checker pages, right? And all these pages are striking down these reports. And they're not striking them down because these places aren't getting burnt down. Mm-hmm. The number is inaccurate. They're striking them down and saying that the post is inaccurate because people are saying that it's intentionally being done.
So it's being done.
So it's being done.
The truth is getting out
It's
there.
being done, but on that little fact checker, they're going to deny it because they're saying basically these fires happen every year.
And think about this, though. When they say the cows died from heat exhaustion, this is not even one of the hottest summers that's been going on since I've been alive, because it's been a lot of rainy days. It hasn't been that hot. Right. It's no way in the world them cows are dying from heat exhaustion.
Right.
Not all at once at the snow.
But see, with those fact checkers, though, man, you got to realize it's six heads actually controlling all the media, right?
Right.
Six heads controlling all the media. So YouTube, I'm pretty sure they're right under in control. They know what time, what's going on out there.
Ain't no doubt.
What they want spread out there and what they don't put out there. So.
Ain't no doubt. I just found it funny because I'm thinking as I'm reading through these different articles, like they all striking it down because they're saying it's being intentionally done.
Most of my posts I share anyway are like, it was like there's a little excerpt saying like it's a fact check or whatever, because like if they got to put that shit on there, then you know it's something up.
Yeah, That's my thought. So what's your thoughts, people? We got a lot of food plants that have been burning down lately. Are we headed towards a food shortage? If we're going conspiracy-wise, are they trying to get us synthetic meat, synthetic food? Keep it a C note. Let us know. Let me ask you guys a question. Summer League basketball has been popping off, right?
Mm-hmm.
How serious do you take Summer League basketball? Do you take it serious at all?
I do.
I do.
Why?
I mean, you get to see these players first time. I mean, it's on the elite level, but I mean, it's still with the entry level new guys and first year for returning guys and whatnot. So it's just a good chance to see what you're working with, see how he operates with his teammates, and seeing what type of player you just drafted. Or
I just like to watch it for the same reason I watch preseason football, just to see the young talent, to see what they're capable of.
Right.
Even though I'm fully against preseason football because people get hurt, but you get a chance to see what the young guys are working with.
I agree with you, Vito. I don't take Summer League basketball serious, but I do like to watch it. I even like to watch even when you get a hope that somebody that you rooted for in college didn't get drafted and they hooping in them leagues. Yeah. And even though it be a long shot, you know what I mean, you still get the hope like, damn, my man making the league and he got a chance to make the league. So I think it's good for the young boys. You get to showcase your talent. But I don't take any of it serious because a person can dominate in summer league and be a 13th man. Even though 13th man, I always say, is not a bum.
What you like out of Chet so far?
I mean, like I said again, it's summer league, so I don't really take it serious.
Chet, listen, one thing I can say about Chet, his attitude alone is gonna make him play. He's a player.
He has up and down games, but when he has the up games, it shows you his potential. He
already broke the record in game 1 for blocks.
Right. So what I'm saying is, he's gonna have the chance because they're pushing him.
And he in a perfect situation with OKC.
He in the perfect situation,
he
but
blocked Taco Fall shot.
He might whatchamacallit, but Taco Fall is a bum now. But whatchamacallit, no disrespect, Taco Fall. I say that respectfully. But you could tell that they trying to push Chet Holmgren to be a star.
Absolutely.
So that means that, to me, that was Shea team. Shea Gilchrist, Alexander.
Still his team.
I don't know. I think this kid might
that young boy
in.
Get busy.
Yeah, he do get busy.
He got to take the team from Shea as it stands.
Yeah, what I'm saying, the way it looks is like they're gonna try to give the team to Shea. To Chet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What's your thoughts, people? How serious do you take Summer League, NBA Summer League? Keep the C note with us. While we talking Chet Holmgren, I don't know if you guys play NBA 2K, but there's a rumor out that Chet Holmgren will be the highest rated rookie ever coming into 2K. They're saying he's going to be the first rookie that's an overall 90, I believe. Or 92. I can't. It'll be on the screen.
That's surprising.
But it's just a rumor.
I hope.
Is he that good? Because they're talking about he's coming in better than guys like LeBron, Melo.
That's blasphemous.
He's not better than none of them dudes coming in. And I feel like as far as recent players coming out, anybody who had the more hype, it should have been that high in 2K as a rookie. It should have been Zion.
But let me ask you a
Zion
question.
had a lot of hype.
Do you even think he's going to be the best of his class, of his draft?
Yeah.
You do think, Chet?
Yeah.
I think Banchero is going to be the best.
Banchero. The only advantage Banchero got over him is size. Like as far as bigness, because Chet's 7 foot, he can shoot better.
What about you?
I shout out Mike because I think I want to see if it plays out because Mike is the one that said it, and I kind of agree with him. That the bigger, lanky white guys
he's absolutely wrong about that shit.
Well, name one that hasn't got hurt. Like Porzingis, the only one I can really think of.
Porzingis got hurt a couple times.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But he's saying all the longer white guys.
That don't mean shit because they wiped all black guys get hurt too.
No. We're not saying that.
Kevin
but
Durant
we're saying
stayed hurt.
The guys that did this. He said the guys built like.
Because it's few of them. It's not many of them.
Y'all already ruling out that Jabari Smith doesn't even have a chance to have a better outcome.
No,
I'm not ruling.
I'm not ruling nobody out
because, like again, I don't take summer league serious, but a couple of them guys been hooping. Because the boy Ivy, he been hooping for Detroit.
Your team also plays a part in how good you're gonna be because you might have to take a back seat to somebody.
Yeah, see, like I'm saying with Chet. It's like they're gonna give him the green
But
light.
as far as game, Chet got the game. Chet is He's poor man's Kevin Durant. He can shoot. He's a better defender from the gate.
There's some sleepers.
He can handle. Oh yeah, I definitely sleepers.
There's
it's
definitely some
it's
sleepers
two in my
this year
opinion that's
gonna come out.
I think it's
what?
the sleep. There's gonna be the sleeper and possibly rookie of the year.
That boy that y'all got for Golden State, I think is gonna be a sleeper.
That's one of them. That's the sleeper.
Which
that ain't
one?
gonna be rookie of the year. The 6'10" boy that can shoot.
Okay. You talking about boy that got off the other night
Oh,
playing for them? He a foreign boy?
Nah.
He
I
not
think so.
foreign?
I'm not sure. You talking about when they played the Knicks?
I
Not
can't
Moody,
remember
because
who.
Moody had like 30
Nah,
something.
not
the other
Moody.
day.
Not Moody.
Yeah, 30
It was a
against
big boy that paused.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts on Chet Holmgren being highest rated 2K rookie ever? Is it no cap? Should we call 2K a Uber? Let us
Call them
know.
a
All
Uber.
of a fucking Uber.
It is a rumor though, but so we definitely don't know. But I will say this in advance. It's on you if you buy them tickets. Cause they're already selling Chet to us. I'm keeping it C. No, it's on you.
Chet
if,
good though, man. You can't be sold if you
no,
still
what
got
I'm
game,
saying is if he bans out that was another guy that Mike named Adam Morrison. Saw a link he got it didn't
though. Adam Morrison wasn't no tall and he got Chet 7 foot.
Do you think
Yes.
Luka was kind of sold to himself?
No, Luka
But
get
Luka
busy.
really get busy. Luka really
You know
get
what I'm
busy. All right, listen, real quick. KD, somebody man up here is Kevin Durant. Before I even ask y'all the question, I'm gonna look everybody in the eye and say I'm done with KD. KD open to going back to Golden State. What's your thoughts? Any thoughts on it?
See, this is just my question. I already know why, because of the era we grew up in, but I'm past that shit. I don't have a problem with somebody. At the end of the day, I seen Draymond Green say this. At the end of the day, the NBA is a business. When you play for a team and you ball and they keep you, but when you get a little bit over, they get rid of you and say, oh, it's a business. But when you take it upon yourself and leave, they say you're not loyal. Why is it not a business when a person takes it upon themselves and leaves?
I don't know why it's the same thing, but let me tell you this though, right? Go ahead. Only dudes that's saying that in the league right now is dudes that's riding coattails like Draymond.
What you mean?
Green.
Draymond is his own man. He don't need no help.
Draymond is riding the coattail, man.
Draymond got 4 chips. He don't need no help.
Yes, Draymond. Again, I listen. Love is love, and I'm gonna say this respectfully, and nobody has ever said I was wrong. If Draymond never played on Golden State, we would not be talking about him right now.
I agree.
I agree.
I agree.
That's it. But let's go. Also, real quick though, Dave got extended 2 years of being 20.
Ooh, you seen the last 2 years? 60 million.
now
nigga?
that's
60 million. How y'all feel about that?
I love it.
I'm happy.
Shout
for
out
the brother.
Dame.
Shout out Dame.
Shout out Dame. How about him throwing shots?
Oh, I even love that even more. Anybody who talks shit I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's the team I would actually like to see Durant on.
No, because
Portland.
he's talking about dudes like Durant. That's indirectly.
When that happened, he was talking about Durant.
All right, but at the same time, Lillard needs help.
Yeah,
he does need help, but I respect him for being a G about it.
But at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with
not too many NBA players that you come across anymore that stick with their homegrown team.
Listen, bro,
wrong with that shit, man.
we're in this era where I'm not used to
Shaq
seeing.
did that shit in his prime, man.
Shaq
Don't
got
tell me
traded.
Shaq
dumped
demanded the trade. Think about it. If he's in Orlando, why would I trade him to one of the best teams in the league?
They didn't trade him to Orlando because
no, I'm talking about he was in Orlando. He got traded to the Lakers, right?
Yeah, and the signage because the Lakers went to offering more money.
Okay, but who did Orlando get in return for? He got Bryant, Grant, Lamar,
it was
all
a
niggas
sign
like that.
and trade because they wasn't willing to pay Shaq.
That's what I'm saying
wanted.
though. But it's still the same fucking thing. He's
Shaq
leaving to go to another team.
Shaq whole movie that year was, I forget who it was, Juwan Howard, Chris Webber, Alonzo Mourning maybe. It'll be on the screen now. He was going to sign with Orlando for this much, and then somebody bust. I think it was Alonzo Mourning bust out with this check, and then he like, oh no, he got this. I deserve way more like this. Mm-hmm. And Orlando more on the note, like, nigga, we already agreed on, you know what I mean? And that's why he got traded.
But whatever the case may be, he wanted to get the fuck out of it.
Yeah,
they didn't want to pay
you
him.
know why he wanted to get out of there?
They didn't want to pay him.
Because Michael Jordan was back in the league. Come on, man.
Come on. Even if that's the case, he still wanted to get traded.
And I also heard there was also some hate and stuff behind
he was hating on Penny.
Yeah. But listen, well, all that being said, he still wanted to get traded, and he got the fuck out of it. Went to one of the best teams in the league.
You know why? You know why? Because he looked at that dumb nigga, and I say this respectfully, Nick Anderson. As soon as they left the court, and Mike, he said whatever he said to Mike about the 4-5 thing, Shaq knew right then and there. Like, it's time to bail. That next year, what happened? They swept us. Yep. And would Mike go back and say that? Mike went back and said some cool stuff.
Mike and G, that's why I fuck with Mike. Man.
But since what you about to say, John?
I was about to say, with all due respect to Kobe, though, I'm sorry, Penny was his best teammate. He
we might gotta save that debate.
I know what you mean as far as passing the ball and all that, but he's not the best player he played with.
He was his best teammate.
Teammate, possibly.
If Shaq would have continued on that same path with Penny, and Penny never would have got hurt. Shaq.
So that's what I was about to ask you. So if Penny never got hurt, he's
Shaq never left.
You just saying Kobe just passes him?
Passes who?
Penny. Because Penny was the top.
Kobe's a better player than Penny.
What I'm saying is Penny was
but he wasn't a better
Penny was the best point guard in the league, right? Mm-hmm. What I'm saying, with or without Shaq, Penny got busy after Shaq left until he got hurt. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, without Penny getting hurt, you saying Kobe just blow by him and
yes.
I'm just asking.
We seen what Penny was. Even if he got better,
so he wasn't gonna get no better.
No. Let me finish. Even if he got better, we still seen what he was.
Right.
Even with him, like I said, if he was a big guard with handles. He get to the basket. He had a little mid range. He could shoot a little better. He made people around him better. But at the end of the day, we see what Kobe was.
What I'm saying,
he would never have been better than Kobe.
Let me ask you this, because if you do the time thing right. They were really peaking around the same time. So you're not saying in their career. What I'm saying is you don't think Penny gets better with his jumper? No, I'm asking you about...
It gets better, but it ain't getting better than Kobe's. Okay. He's not a better three-point shooter, not better mid-range.
I guarantee you,
not a better handler.
They would have had a few chips.
Only thing he not a better defender. Only thing I think he had over Kobe was probably handles. If that, and like...
If Shaq never
that's it. I don't even think he was better around the basket and passing the ball.
Got hurt, they would have had
in floor general. He was a better floor general.
Championships down there.
I don't know, but what we gonna do? We gonna come back on the next episode, right? And this is what we gonna do. I want to take Penny's first couple years, but up from his rookie year to when he got hurt, to Kobe being drafted as a rookie to when he finally hit his peak, which was like 4 or 5 years, and evaluate each one's game. At this point in time, because Penny only had like 5 years in when he got hurt. If that, maybe 4 years in. So at 4-year mark, who had the better mid-range jumper? Who had the better fadeaway jumper? Who had the better, we got to revisit that. Because I
gotta do some homework on that one.
All right, but since we talking about the Bulls and all of that, we was just talking about MJ. Let's go top 3 players of all time. We're in the Central Division, NBA. Let's go Detroit. Keep it a C note. Who's the greatest 3 Detroit Pistons players ever?
You want to start that off, Vito? Or you want me to go ahead?
No, you can go ahead.
All right, you said for Detroit.
Who you got?
I'm going to just go right. Number 3, I got Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
Number 2, I got Dave Bang. Number 1, Bob Lanier. Sorry.
Okay, you went old school.
I had to go.
We're going to get back to that because I'm going to call you Oouuber.
No, I had to go through season length, how much time they had playing on the Pistons.
Okay.
And they input.
I'm going to let Vito go, but we going.
I'm going to go Joe Dumars, Grant Hill, Isaiah Thomas.
Who won?
Isaiah 1, Grant 2, Joe Mars 3. Dumars 3.
Shout out to Vito. Let's toast to that, Vito. I tell you, boy, I'm going to send him back to training camp, man. This boy listen, we can call you Vito Samuels from now on because you focus, boy. You focus. I got Joe Dumars at 3. I got Grant Hill at 2. And I got Isaiah Thomas. So, what's your thoughts, people? Greatest 3 Detroit Pistons players ever? Who you got? Let's go to Indiana Pacers. Who's the greatest 3 Indiana Pacers players ever? I set it off. I'm going to go 3. I'm going to go Jermaine O'Neal. Jermaine O'Neal, he had a chance to win in the chip. Shout out Brian Artest and them, and they was just too hood that year. But Jermaine O'Neal was the man them years in Indiana. Number 2, I got PG, Paul George, PG 13, and he wore 24 over there. Only thing I think that stopped him from playing in the NBA Finals is Miami Heat in the Big 3. Number 1, I got Reggie Miller. You know what I mean? Mr. Knicks killer. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Who you got, John? Keep it a C-note.
Call me old school, but I'm sorry.
I thought you was going to say call you.
Call me old school because I got to go with longevity, time in on the team. So number 3. No, even game. Okay, so number 3, I got George McGinnis.
Okay, shout out George McGinnis.
George McGinnis. He's at my number 3. Number 2, Paul George. And number 1, Reggie.
Okay.
Shout out. Talking about longevity. Paul George ain't have no fucking longevity with them.
He did, but he had a long stint where he actually produced some high numbers.
Yeah. High. Well, my number 3 is Mark Jackson, man.
Shout out Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
Listen, you rock with Mark Jackson.
That's my man.
Okay.
Solid, plain, not a lot of flash.
Okay.
My number 2, Jalen Rose.
Okay.
He had the best mid-range game in his era. One of the best.
He was a nice lefty.
Okay.
And he was a big guard. My number 1, Reggie.
Okay. I'm gonna need an Uber for both of y'all because you had Isaiah at 3 for Detroit, and you had who? Jalen Rose.
Jalen Rose is a boss. 6'7" point guard. You tripping?
I'm not tripping.
Mid-range game like James Worthy.
I'm talking about when he played in Indy though.
Yeah, that's when he was mid-range ball.
Man,
come on, man. You can go back to your history.
Man, listen.
Jalen.
Listen when I'm not bidding, y'all. I will put the Duncan Dutchman over Jalen Rose. Rick Smith was come on,
Rick
man.
Smith's run wasn't long enough, man.
I'm
a fan of Rick Smith, but he
can't
stay hurt.
Davis over Jalen Rose.
You can't put the Davis boys
man,
over
I
Jalen
put
Rose.
Ron Artest over Jalen Rose in Indiana, man.
It depends. What are you basing on? I'm basing on game. Don't Jalen Rose got more game than Jalen Rose?
Ron Artest wasn't better than Jalen Rose?
Defensively, yes, but that's it. It ain't nothing in offense. It's nothing on offense. Ron Artest to do better than Jalen Rose.
Call this man.
I'm listening.
What are you talking about? Jalen Rose in Michigan or in the NBA? We're talking
what
NBA.
could Ron Artest do better than Jalen Rose on offense?
Post up. He post up better.
What? Ron Artest ain't get offense till later in his career.
What? Ron Artest had more offense earlier in his career than he had later in his career. What are you talking about?
All right, wait, hold up, because I'm gonna touch base on mine. You might have to call me an Uber, but mine's is based on biases. But my order, I'm sticking to it. Maybe Isaiah doesn't deserve to be at number 3. Maybe he should be at 1. But as far as Dave Bang,
I'm not even debating Dave Bang and Bob, but Dave Bang and them is not better than Isaiah Thomas, bro. We're not gonna do that. But what's your thoughts, people? In their prime, pick one, clip one. Who was better? Ron Artest, Jalen Rose.
I need them to do
keep it a C-note with us.
I'm doing it right now.
Let's go Cleveland Cavaliers. Who's the greatest 3 Cavaliers players ever? Keep it a C-note with us.
You want me to go?
Go ahead.
All right, number 3, I got World Be Free.
Okay.
Brad Dartney. And LeBron.
Yep. Okay, and then LeBron. Okay.
I got Brad Daugherty. I got matter of fact. Damn, Brad Daugherty and Larry Nance is kind of a toss-up for me. But then number 2, I got Mark Price and then LeBron.
Okay. At 3, I got Kyrie Irving. At 2, I got Mark Price. And at 1, I got LeBron James. Even though Kyrie Irving only going to give you 60-something games a year, he's still better than Daugherty. You know?
But he didn't play that long there. He didn't really play that long there. He didn't really play nowhere long, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't know. I just got him better than that.
I'm better than Brad Daugherty. He did time in.
I like Brad Daugherty. That's my guy. But Brad Daugherty. Brad Daugherty is my guy. Shout out my pop, because my pop always used to tease me. He like Brad Daugherty was a big softy, pause. And he like, that's like one of, like, I used to like Brad Daugherty, but he used to grind Brad Daugherty up, say he was a soft big man.
Because he could stretch, he could shoot that joint. That's why.
So, you know, maybe that's why. You know, my dad and them, they was old school. They come from Moses and them. So when they see Brad Daugherty trying to go out to the mid-range and all that, I guess they consider that soft. But what's your thoughts? Greatest 3 Cleveland Cavaliers players ever. Keep it a C-note with us. Let's go Chicago Bulls. We can all agree MJ is number 1. Who's 2 and 3? Who's the greatest 3 Bulls players?
2 Pippen, 3 Rose.
Okay.
I agree.
Hey, shout out to that. I don't even got nothing in my cup, but when the last time we all agreed on that? Yep, I also agree. Rose 3, 2 Pippen, 1 Jordan. What's your thoughts, people? I'm pretty sure everybody got that list. Unless you from the old school era, you might got Jerry Sloan, you might got Artist Gilmore, dudes that was hooping. But who's the greatest 3 Chicago Bulls players ever? Keep it a C-note with us. Last one, let's see if we can agree on this. Milwaukee Bucks.
I'll do that.
Who's the greatest 3 Milwaukee Bucks players ever? Keep it a C-note with us.
I'll start this off, and I hope we all got the same list. At number 3, I got Ray Allen. Number 2, I got Giannis. And number 1, I got Kareem.
We don't all have the same list. Who you
Damn.
got, Vito?
I got Giannis at 3. I got Big O at 2, and then I got Kareem.
Okay, Vito, man, we could take a shot to that. Shout out! I'm telling you, I'm sending Vito back to training camp again.
Y'all need to call me an Uber. I completely forgot about the Big O. Big
O. If you forgot about the Big O, you need an Uber.
Yeah,
my number 3, Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Oscar as well. Number 1, Kareem. Keep it a C-note, people. Greatest 3 Milwaukee Bucks players ever.
Sorry.
Who are they?
Ray wouldn't have made that list. My bad.
But I ain't mad at Ray.
My bad.
Because
out of all the lists you had so far, Ray was cool.
And I ain't mad at that because I don't like to put 2 people with different teams because I might put
the big O. That shit's just slipped.
I might put Kareem as a Laker because I feel like Kareem is more of a Laker than a Buck in my opinion. But I don't know too many Bucks.
But he won his first chip there.
Oh, it was nice.
He won his first chip there.
Dunking all over Will.
Okay, listen. Before we start this next segment, I want to give a disclaimer, right? Because my brother John right here, brother X, what I want to say is he's pro-black. He's not racist. He doesn't have a problem against white people and all of that. Because I know some people came off to them as like you don't deal with white people and all. So I wanted to give that disclaimer. I want to give another disclaimer because our next topic is interracial relationships.
Hold on, before we go any further, let's give a shout out to brother Professor X.
Yes,
Today is his birthday.
Yes, but that was another disclaimer, right? We're gonna give brother X John a pass today and the whole week because it's his birthday week. We gonna turn up. We automatically got an Uber for him. But if he says some things on this episode that rubs you wrong, it's his birthday.
I'm allowed.
It's his birthday. This is his birthday week, so we gonna turn. We doing a little bit of everything. Right. So, but the disclaimer is when we're talking about interracial relationships, to me, I look at everything like some people may look at it black and white. Mm-hmm. But to me, Puerto Rican and white, I look at when I'm saying interracial, I'm doing everything and white. Mm-hmm. So, what's your thoughts? Interracial relationships, is it a big thing? Because in our era, it was definitely huge. What do you feel about interracial?
Let me say this first. For one, where you live plays a part in that. Like if you in a city,
right,
where it's a big interracial city,
right,
interracial couples is looked at as regular,
right.
But on the flip side, like I went on a date with a white girl before. I just didn't feel right.
Why not?
Because even though it probably wasn't the case, I just felt like everybody was looking at me.
Okay. So let me ask you this,
Felt
though,
uncomfortable.
Vito, because your neighborhood isn't multicultural, is it?
No, not at all.
See, because I think me and John, and that's why I had to tell a lot of people when they were asking me, I'm like, me and John went to a multicultural school where over 50% of the school was probably Asians.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then the rest was blacks, whites, and Puerto Ricans.
That was my next point.
So my thing with that is he's interacted like, and I know him since before high school. I'm talking about middle school, high school, and all that. So some of our good friends was white and all of that. So I don't want anybody to ever think that it was something else. But my thing is this, because if you're to me, when you saying it kind of felt weird. It's like, to me, if you're not from that, but like your neighborhood isn't kind of mixed like that. So what I'm saying, us more so, we seen that even in my neighborhood, Girard Ave, when you had Fishtown and everything right down the street. Don't get me wrong, Fishtown was racist, but you did see blacks and whites together. Mm-hmm. So I look at it a little different. To me, it's not weird.
That's what I said. It depends on where you live.
No, yeah. It do depend on where you live. But I've dealt with, like, I dealt with an Italian girl where her dad used to get on the phone, call me a nigger. Like, he was straight racist and all. So I've dealt with all of this. You see what I'm saying? But what else you had to say? You had something else to say?
I'll take it a step further. Do you remember the boy, Rod, that was booked with us? The
Rod?
Cambodian boy?
Yeah.
Now, you know, his folks had a store in my hood, and I used to see him all the time, and he broke it down to me one day. He was like, the Cambodians are the niggas of Asia. Yeah. And he told me, he's like, think about it, we're darker, we're poorer, and we get treated worse. He was like, if you ever notice, he said, if you see an Asian chick with a black guy, 9 times out of 10 they're Cambodian.
Right.
If you see an Asian chick with a white guy, 9 times out of 10 they're either Korean or Japanese. He said, if you look on any college campus, if you see an Asian chick, they're either with an Asian guy or a white guy. 9 times out of 10, they're Japanese, Chinese,
right,
or Asian. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's no lie, because I've dealt with maybe 3 or 4 Asian girls in my life, and they all were Cambodian. Mm-hmm. They all were Cambodian. What's your thoughts on it?
I don't know, because down in the campus, I see them black boys. They mess with anything. It don't matter if you.
Yeah, they gonna run down on anything.
Yeah, they run down. But
I've seen them with some like Asian. I mean, not to be discriminatory, but I don't think it's too a high number of Cambodians at like an Ivy League school.
Yeah, but
not to take nothing away, but I know that there are some. There are some.
Time out for the record. Again, it goes back to Vito was saying where you're from, because
it's all about your environment.
Ra, as you mentioned, and he was more of a neighborhood, like, so we don't know how that college, you can break that down to us how college was, because you actually.
But no, I just say that those black guys, they'll mess with anybody, but
being pro-black.
How
do you feel about interracial relationships?
I mean, here's my thing. Yeah, I don't want y'all to be surprised, but I'm like, do you? If you're a black dude and you like a white girl and that's what you like, and you're not just trying to chase a fad or whatever, you think you reached the glory. I've done it. I reached the mountaintop because I got me. Now, that bothers me. But if you find like your soulmate and in whatever race it is, I don't give a fuck. Love is love. Like, I'm happy for you.
Right.
I'm happy for you. Whether if it's a sister or the white guy, if that guy makes her happy, God damn it, be with that guy. And
it's all about your happiness at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's all about your happiness at the end. But disclaimer,
I
am all about my culture. I can't say that I would advocate for all that, but I'm just saying I'm all about black love. I love the black woman.
So let me ask you this though, right? Being as though you're all about black love, what kind of irks you more? If you see a black brother with a white girl, or if you see a black woman with a white guy.
This is gonna be messed up.
Black woman with a white guy.
Yeah, no.
You too?
Yeah, that's
it is, because you don't see it as much. You see a black guy with a white woman a lot more than you would see a black woman with a white guy. And I don't know.
What's wrong with it?
It's
Nothing's wrong with it.
But it will irk y'all more.
Maybe because I'm a guy.
It sends a little thing. It's a nerve. It lets me know, like, yeah, I noticed y'all. But then that's about it.
Let me say this for the record.
I'm like, all right, I see you, sis. Okay.
Nothing's better than a black woman.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that's Vito keeping it to C note. I would agree. Yeah. Let me ask you this, right? What irks you more? Right? What irks you more? The white girl that acts black or the black girl that acts white?
No.
Black girl that acts white.
No. I'm going to take the white girl that acts black. Because there's a lot of times that there's black women, even I see them all across the university, they grow up in these neighborhoods. It's not their fault of where they grow up from, and they don't have that type of slang or whatever. And not to say that they talk white, they just educated differently and they talk differently. Right. So I'm not going to fault a black girl for being a valley girl. But
so why are you gonna fault a white girl?
Because that's cultural appropriation.
Nah, it's the same thing. Same thing. If they grow up in the hood with a bunch of black people,
proper is not being white. That's just being proper.
It depends on where you come up.
No. If she's a valley girl.
See, this is my thing, right? Because I look at it different. Because, like I said, I've grown up with multicultural neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. Nothing irks me more than a black girl or a black guy that I don't care who they're dealing with. But when you're not in tune at all with black culture,
I've seen it.
When you're not at all in tune with black culture at all, it's like that really irks me. Because I can understand you lived in the neighborhood, you moved out the neighborhood, or even you were black and you didn't. You're supposed to be in tune somewhat. There's no way I can say, name the Fallout Boys, and a black woman can name the Fallout Boys, but I say name somebody, NWA, the Roots, and they don't know what's like. No, I don't.
Here's my thing. I can't say. I always felt like what I believe in. I can't reach everybody, and with me, on the other side, when a white woman is acting black, I don't know. It's just, to me, it seems like a disrespect. And now, when a black person, to me, it feels like they're not in tune with being black. To me, it just feels like we lost one.
But listen, to me, it's more so of who you're around.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because if you go down Kensington, you go down Badlands, you go to them Puerto Rican neighborhoods, the ones that hang with the blacks, they're going to come off as if they're black. Mm-hmm. Just like white people that grow up in the neighborhood, they're going to act a little black. You got some of them, because we've had this conversation, John. You got some of them that blacks call them niggas. Mm-hmm. And whites, that's my nigga. And it may be right, it may not.
They get a pass.
But they get a pass for it. You see what I'm saying? The same thing with Puerto Ricans. And I know that hurt you because you and I had this conversation.
Listen, really I had a personal experience with me and my homie. I ain't going to say his name because he's a married man now, but he used to play college ball, that's what I'm going to say.
Right.
And we both had chicks, courtesy of him, because he was the man.
Right.
And he had a white chick, I had a black chick.
Right.
If you would close your eyes, you would think the black chick was the white chick because she was act whiter than the white girl.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, even with that, John, like sometimes the black girls, not just the black girls, because we gotta focus on the guys too. Because sometimes when they're a little bit better than us, like raised a little bit better, a little bit more stability, sometimes they lead more towards.
I know.
You know because we got a bunch of homies.
Yeah, especially my cousin. I'm not gonna say his name. Like I know that he grew up right outside of Philly. Went to a county school.
Right.
And then right now, I mean, as expected because of that type of environment. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm happy for him and his family, but it was almost expected. I knew he was going to end up with a white woman.
Right.
And he was going to have whatever. But
okay, let me ask you this then. If you had the choice of a white woman with everything going for herself and a black woman that was down on her luck, which one would you choose?
I'm taking a white woman.
See,
I'm gonna keep it a secret.
What you choosing?
Look, he gonna.
What you choosing, Professor X?
Black woman. He's gonna say we supposed to lift our women, right?
Exactly. But
Me
at
too.
the same time, I would tell our viewers out there to choose happiness.
You ain't answering my question. Which one are
what
you
make them
taking?
happy. But see, with me, since I'm for the culture,
like
I would see
Malcolm,
that
man.
black sister who's down on her luck. I'm helping her.
Me too.
That's my.
I'm taking
That's what I'm
Oh,
out
so
there
I'm
for.
the outside on this.
No,
taking
but
a black
I'm just saying
Huh?
everybody should choose
taking a
happiness.
black girl.
I'm not saying
Man,
that.
listen, I don't see color. It's not about
Listen,
color, man.
remember what I said. Nothing's better than a black woman. Think about
Yes,
now. Don't get me wrong.
say
It's
that.
nothing. I like all women. I like all colors. I like all shapes, all sizes. But think about how the women age in each race.
Right.
Nobody ages like they say black don't crack. That
Right.
is true.
Right. I understand it. I understand all of that. But what I'm saying
And I need somebody to be able to understand
And
me.
there's nothing wrong with having preferences.
listen to what I'm saying. I need somebody to understand me, but I also need somebody that, I can rely. If I have a stroke or anything right now, and I'm dealing with this woman that's down on luck, it's over.
So
It's over. She might even.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
You must know. Your girl must have watched Snap because do you see it? 90% of that shit is the white women killing him, man.
What I'm saying is, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, a lady that's down on her luck, you're trying to build her up, right? You have a misfortune to happen. She's still down on her luck. 9 times out of 10, she's gone.
all right, but here, let me ask you a question.
But hold before you say that.
Okay.
One thing I can say, even with her being down on luck, nobody knows how to struggle and come up like a black woman.
Right. And
Black
that's
women are
why
resilient.
She's gonna disappear and go come up with.
That's cool. That's cool. But I'll move on to the next one. But black women are resilient, man.
Listen, I need more
with you on that one,
stability.
Vito.
I need stability, man.
Who's to say that white woman's gonna be stable with you, baby?
Man, what I'm saying is, if you're choosing a stable white woman like you're saying, or a black woman is down on her luck,
Give me the black woman.
right, and you're gonna boost her up in 2 months, in a couple months into boosting her up, something bad happens to you where you can't boost her
See,
up,
and that's the
you
stereotype that we
it's
need to-
not a
But my thing is,
stereotype. It's what I'm basing
I
it
was always able to get my own.
What
so
I'm
I don't give a
saying
fuck
is-
what the woman got.
What I'm saying is, I understand that part, but what I'm looking at is the future now. I always did look at the future. I always lived for the moment. But what I'm saying is, if I can't provide for that woman that's down and out at that time,
I'm gonna struggle
Let
together.
me ask you a
is
question.
is she gonna leave me?
No,
All right,
we
all
gonna
right.
go rob a
Wait,
bank
wait,
together.
hold on.
Hey, you
Hold
got people like
Hold
that,
up,
but
like,
not all
But
of
have
them.
you ever been with a sister when you was down on your luck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like
Hold
we're
you
not
down.
always- We're not always at the top of the mountain when we meet
Exactly.
somebody else.
Yeah, but we're not. What I'm saying is, 9 times out of 10, when I did that, it was mostly with females that I held down, but they still were stable on it. What I'm saying is, I'm just going off the scenario y'all said. She's not stable.
Yeah.
She's not stable.
I'm still going with the
she's
black
not
woman.
stable. She's
All right.
more liable to diddy bop off on you. That's all I'm saying.
All right, but let me ask you a question
I'm going
in
with
reference
that
with that. Like, with all these athletes, is there a correlation between black athletes marrying outside of their race when they're rich?
No, because
No.
what I say, it goes back to where you live. Because think about it, a lot of these athletes go to schools that are populated with a lot of white females, and when they're the man, and they're amongst some white females, especially they come from an all black neighborhood, and they're not used to that, and they see a bad white female,
Right, and
that
John,
shit
you
pops
went-
off.
You went to school, so you know how them parties.
Yeah, so I was just
and
asking
all that.
if y'all thought that there was just
And for the record, now this is not for all black women, but when it comes to black women and white women, from my experience, white women come with a less of an attitude. But me personally, I invite that attitude. That's why I say I love the black woman.
You like that.
I like that.
You like the beef and all that.
No, I don't like
you
the
know?
beef.
I
That's
can
the last
see
thing.
now.
No.
I can see you now.
But
That
you
shit
already
turn
listen.
you
First
on.
and foremost, I don't like the beef because my thing is I'm not into hitting women, but I'm also
I'm not that. But
I'm saying, but I'm not into being talked to any type of way. I don't give a fuck who it come from. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, but I just like the attitude. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what's your whole thoughts on everything, people? Interracial relationships. Does it matter these days? Do you care about it? Keep it a C-note. Pick one, clip one. What irks you more? The black man or woman that has the characteristics, we would say, or the, the black person that acts white or the white person that acts black.
There we go.
Let's just do black and white. Keep it plain and simple. This is the Keep It a C-No podcast. Let's talk football real quick before we get out of here.
All right.
We've been doing the top current players in every position. We're now on the linebackers. Let's keep it a C-No. Let's start AFC. Top 5 linebackers in the AFC right now. Who you got?
Number 5. I had Anthony Walker from Cleveland.
Okay.
Number 4, Logan Wilson from Cincy.
Okay.
I had Jeremiah Kamoa, however you say his name, the other boy from Cleveland.
Okay.
I got Matt Milano from Buffalo.
Okay.
And I got Darius Leonard from the Colts.
At one. Okay.
One.
Who you got, Vito?
I got Darius Smith from Baltimore at 5.
Okay.
I got the young Devin Bush at 4 from the Bucks.
Okay.
Even though
Wait, the Bucks.
What?
We in the
Buccaneers.
AFC.
Oh,
the
my
Bucks
bad.
ain't
My bad.
call him Oouuber, y'all.
My bad.
He don't get no pad. It ain't his birthday.
Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna go the guy from Buffalo. I forgot his name. Yeah, Matt Milano.
Matt Milano.
Okay.
Dante Hightower.
Okay, I like Hightower. That's 3.
Yeah. Darius Leonard at 2. Khalil Mack at 1.
Okay, shout out Khalil Mack.
Shout out.
My list was based off of right now, and a lot of the linebackers, the top linebackers from last year, was hurt. And my joint is a little controversial because I looked it up because sometimes you have the problem with, is he a linebacker?
Inside, outside,
is he
lineman,
a defensive lineman? So number 5, I had Matt Judon from New England. He balled out last year. Number 4, I got Khalil Mack. Number 3, I got Matt Milano from Buffalo. Number 2, everywhere I look said TJ Watt is an outside linebacker. So that's my number 2.
Is he though?
That's everywhere I look said it.
I didn't put Khalil Mack because they actually didn't have him really listed as a linebacker.
And number 1, I got Darius Leonard. So I don't know, but everywhere I look, TJ Watt, they had him as a linebacker, outside linebacker. So, But, what's your thoughts, people, as of right now? Top 5 linebackers, AFC, who are they? Keep it a C-note with us. Let's go NFC. Top 5. I started off.
Go ahead.
At 5, I got Eric Kendricks, Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Demario Davis from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, San Fran, Fred Warner.
Mm-hmm.
Fred Warner was number 3.
Okay.
My number 2, he's an LA Ram now, Bobby Wagner.
Okay.
My number 1, shout out Kyle, shout out Mike. I will give y'all this one.
You just was talking about how a motherfucker with 1 year experience can't be the best. Come on, man.
Micah, I gotta give it to Micah Parsons.
Come on,
he does everything.
No, he does not. He's an outside threat. That's it. He not good in coverage. You must ain't watched.
So at my number 5, I got Bobby Wagner.
Okay, shout out Bobby.
Number 4, I got Eric Kendricks, Minnesota. I got Demario Davis. I got Micah Parsons from Dallas.
Okay.
And then I got his boy, number 1.
Fred Warner. Okay, that's why he's saying that, because I know Vito got Fred. Who you got?
First and foremost, I just looked up TJ Watt, and they do have him as a linebacker.
Right.
And if I'd have known that, he would have been on my list.
He would have been on my list too. Hey, man.
My number 5, I got Roquan Smith from the Bears.
Shout out Roquan.
Number 4, I got Eric Kendricks. Number 3, I got Micah Parsons because he is a ball, but he only played 1 year. So.
Okay.
Number 2, I got Fred Warner.
Okay.
And number 1, I got Bobby Wagner because Bobby Wagner still gets busy to this day.
Okay, but listen, the list is called top 5 as of right now.
Yes, Bobby
And
Wagner
what
as of
I'm-
right now is better than. He probably not better than Fred Warner, but his numbers are still good.
I'm not arguing Bobby Wagner because he's on my team. Like, why would I do that? But what I'm saying is, if we go off of how they looked last year, Bobby Wagner took a step back. If you just go off of
hold.
because
are you going off
right
of just
now,
what you've seen on TV,
That's
or you
why
look
I had
at
him
look
at
at the
my
numbers
number
too?
5.
Because Michael Parsons' numbers, as far as what you looking at sacks?
Listen, I'm the same guy that's been on record as saying Micah Parsons was the reason why Dallas was that good last year. He was the only one that they added.
That
What
don't mean you can't say that just because they added one person they played good that season.
What I'm saying is, if you go look at the tape right now, we're not talking overall. We're talking right now. If you go look at the tape and you look at Bobby Wagner tape from last year compared to Micah Parsons was way better. Fred Warner was better than Bobby Wagner. Well, that's debatable. You know what I mean? But for sure, I got Micah Parsons number 1. What's your thoughts, people? Mike, Kyle, I know who y'all rocking with on this debate. But what's your thought? Top 5 linebackers as of right now, not career-wise, right now. Who's the top 5 linebackers? NFC, keep the C note with us. Let's go conspiracy corner real quick. John, you got anything for us?
Well, I have a question for y'all viewers out there. Like right now, with everything that's going on with the food shortage and all this going on with the Ukraine, you never know what might happen with Taiwan or whatever. But if there was ever an emergency disaster or something, some catastrophe, a crazy ass pandemic or purge or whatever, if you were stuck in your house right now and some emergency disaster happened, how long would you be able to last for in your house? Like, let's imagine like all stores shut down, right? And there was, a real emergency, right? Like, all stores shut down. There was no more food being produced, no more supplies being produced, like real shit going on. How long would you be able to last in your house before you would have to go like on warrior mode before you would run out of supplies?
Vito, how long you got?
Listen, I'm going to last because for one, I know how to cook.
Right.
For one.
No, he's saying basically how much do you got stocked though?
No, how many days? How
what
long?
do you got stocked?
What's the length?
As far as what I got stocked already?
Like, food, paper towels, toilet paper.
I'm 1 day.
Listen to what I listen. It depends on what part of the month you catch us on. If you catch us on the beginning of the month, we could make it through a month before we gotta go savage mode. If you catch us at the end of the month, we might gotta run in some houses.
But for the record, I'm going to survive because, like I said, I can cook. I know how to go savage mode.
How long?
No, listen, fuck that.
Can you survive?
Nigga, I'm gonna go savage mode day 2.
Savage mode?
Whoever live around me, I'm taking your shit.
Right. Okay. See, and that's what I told John is gonna be the first thing that happen.
We gonna go to war. We gonna go to war with ourselves.
Yeah,
not with ourselves.
We are because it's
not with ourselves. I'm surrounding myself.
After day 3, everybody in the neighborhood's on warrior mode. I'm surrounding myself
with like-minded individuals that I know, and we taking that area.
I'm telling all y'all right now.
But what I'm saying is if the area you're in is all blacks, that means you taking that over from the
because I'm gonna go elsewhere where I know people have more. I'm not going to take from people who got the same as me.
Listen, because me and John had this debate off air. I told John, the problem that's going to be is everybody in the hood, you got people in the hood that's going to take from the elderly and all that. And then you got everybody that think like you. You got everybody that think like you that's going to be like, let's go down to this. Yep. And you're going to run into other people that think like you that's going to be like, and you're going to have real purge situations.
No, I'm not. Because if I see a group of other black guys, 9 times out of 10, they're going to respect my game or I'm going to respect theirs. And I'm saying,
when you're in savage mode, you don't respect
nothing. You always have to respect somebody's game. If I'm in savage mode let me finish. If it's a group and we both in savage mode, I'm going to go holler at whoever running that team and I'm saying, yo,
What type of time what you gonna hit? Go ahead. I'm gonna go
All right,
hit.
before John say what he say, right?
I'm gonna be Robin Hood. I'm gonna rob from the rich and get to the poor.
Let me ask you this, right? You ain't ate in 2 days, right? You gonna still have that same?
Yes.
No, you not. Because
Yes,
as
I
soon
am.
as them niggas be like, step off, you gonna want pop one.
Oh no. Listen, first and foremost, you're not gonna tell me.
First off,
we gonna have to come to an agreement. You're not
It's
gonna tell me what to
listen
do.
to whatever you think is.
and then for all y'all got mouths to feed. You got kids. You're like, yo,
Man.
you gonna have a different mentality at that point.
First and foremost, my mentality is what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm still smart enough to know you can't sleep on nobody.
No, all right, but
I'm not saying sleep.
But
on
people, let
nobody.
me ask y'all for real. Like, how many of y'all stacked up on toilet paper towels?
I don't need no toilet
I don't
paper.
care about toilet
No,
paper
but
because
see,
I
no.
could use anything to
Anyway.
wipe myself. Like, that's the least of
Yeah.
it.
Then we gonna
All
get
I'm
into
worried
you can't
about
eat
is
toilet
food.
paper.
you need toilet
No,
paper.
you don't.
You need
You
water.
don't.
You need paper towels.
You don't.
Did you have that in the
need-
ancient days?
Well,
Did you
even if I take away toilet paper, I need some paper towels.
No, you
Why?
don't.
I'm
For
sorry.
what?
What you gonna use it
We
for?
got leaves.
You're gonna need sanitary cloths.
Bro,
you are.
What the
you
fuck?
are. You are.
He's
You
not.
are. You are.
He's not going to survive. He's
how
not
many
in
of y'all got-
garbage mode.
How many of y'all are stocked up on food, canned goods, and shit like that?
Listen,
Non-perishable food.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do.
And my
When
favorite,
shit hit the
how
fan-
many of y'all stocked up on ammo and guns and
Oh,
bullets to
first of
even
all,
defend yourselves after the
You
first day?
already know I got the artillery.
Right.
First thing even with me having artillery, first thing I'm hitting is the gun store. Then
Right.
I'm hitting the
So,
supermarket.
you don't think other people won't be doing that
Yes,
first day?
they're all going
Yeah,
to.
they are.
Everybody's
The
going
CVS's, the
you're gonna
Acme's, the
get in the
Pathmark,
shootout.
all
No,
of
I'm
them.
not
over
hitting
that,
CVS
Vito.
because I ain't worried about none of that shit.
Vito, you're going to get in the shootout.
Guess what?
Going to these other
I've
spots.
been in them
Yeah.
for free. So what you
Well,
think I'm
whatever.
gonna do for some food? Fuck what you talking about?
Listen. What's your thoughts, people? Right now, pandemic, emergency, everything shut down. How much food do you have to survive? How
long
many
can you
days?
last?
How many days can you last?
One.
Keep it a C note. With
One.
I'm good like a week.
Let me ask y'all this conspiracy theory real quick. On my side, everybody says that they show you ahead of time in movies, TV shows, XYZ, what's going on. Do you guys believe that? Yes or no?
Absolutely. They don't get them ideas from nowhere.
They precondition
Like,
you
I give you the
to
best
get ready
example.
for the real deal. But go
I don't know
ahead.
if you ever seen the movie. It's a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it was something in there called a railgun. Now, a railgun. People claim they never seen this shit, never heard of it, but
Right.
railgun is a real thing, and it was a gun that was on like ships,
Right.
and this shit was years before you ever heard of it, but this shit
Right.
was already out. So they're not getting these ideas from nowhere.
Right. What you got to say?
I was
John?
about to say other movies like I, Robot,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Terminator 2. Like, this artificial intelligence shit is getting like way the fuck out of hand. I know that that's the next step and
Yeah,
shit.
and speaking, and let me build on that. Why would you want to make AI with feelings?
Right.
Like
So-
all these movies,
Oh,
you
you
see
see-
what
y'all
happens.
see
Yeah, I'm
it
saying
when-
it. You
yeah.
see what happens
That's
in these
why I
movies.
actually, is I Robot. Like they done built a robot and they saying that the robot has his own feelings. So,
Come on, man.
and the guy in the interview was saying it's like, they asked the guy, well, do you fear that the robots can turn on you? And he like basically like a robot is like a child.
Yeah.
A child, he can grow up to have whatever thoughts he. And I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
A robot and a child is not the same.
Yeah. And then like you can go punch a robot in their mouth or
But
something.
see,
Like,
they
what
put
the fuck
these
you gonna do?
programs in these robots for them to learn and adapt to what's going on and shit like that.
Right.
So, I mean, there's no saying the capabilities or the possibilities that the extent of what these robots can do. Like,
Okay, let me ask y'all a question, right? Because I wasn't ready for the robot conversation, but I did want to ask you this, right? Because y'all agree they put stuff in the movies that's, gonna happen or has happened. I wanted to take a movie, right? Because we got a lot going on with athletes. We had the Brittney Griner thing. We had a movie. And I don't want to offend the LGBTQ community, because I know we just had the swimmer. She was a transgender, and she was swimming, right? Yeah. What I want to ask y'all is, there was a movie once that came out, an urban movie called Joanna Man, where she played in he was a guy played in the basketball league with all girls. Yep. With my conspiracy, what I would ask you is, before this transgender LGBTQ community, do you think it's ever been possible that they've slipped a guy in on us on any type of female sports at all?
Olympics, the track and field.
Absolutely.
Who?
I don't
what
remember
Olympics? Not who, but what Olympics?
I don't remember what year it was, but in track and field, they had I don't know if they was African or Jamaican. I think the person was African.
Okay.
Yo, the woman looked like a man. And they were saying it was rumored to be a man. And if you look at it, looked like a man. Just with long hair.
But see, like, you got people like Serena Williams. I think she's a beautiful black queen, but at the same time, like, come on, bro.
So, same time what?
No. She's taking a shitload of fucking testosterone.
Do I gotta grab my knife now?
Wait, no. I love Serena Williams to death.
I'm taking some time.
You got to get shanked in this
she does. She takes some male hormones. She takes some male hormones and shit. Like, yo, she got shoulders like Randy Savage. Like, it's
listen.
All right, let me ask you this. I ain't gonna ask you this.
Hold on. Shout out my guy, because I know what you're gonna ask. Shout out my guy, Butchie Banks. I've been on record for years saying, no, I would not slam Serena Williams. I know you. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. And the name of the show is what?
Keep it a C note.
I will keep it a C note. The reason that I've always told Butchie Banks that I would not slam Serena, it doesn't have nothing to do with no man, LGBT. She's built like a stallion. Like, I'm cool on that. She intimidates me. I'm keeping it a C.
You say she's built like a stallion, so you don't want a woman that's built like a stallion?
I don't think I can. I never thought I can't.
You can't. You always say you can't handle that. But that don't still mean you won't try.
I won't. Listen. She intimidates me.
She don't intimidate me.
What I'm saying is, I will keep it a C note. I've been telling Butchie Banks this, my guy, since like 2010. Like, nah, I'm intimidated by Serena. I would not. Nothing. She look like she can bench press all of us, bro. Come on,
what
man.
You talking about?
But to get back on what you were saying though, I do think that the movies they do come out and they do try to precondition us to get ready for what's really out there. Like, you know, like with Facebook and Instagram, they got the metaverse going on or whatever. Right. Ready Player One, I think, is exactly what is going to be happening in the future. It's going to be a whole bunch of kids not leaving their fucking house. They're going to be on some type of headset, and they're going to be in some digital world.
They already like that.
So there you go. But see, it didn't reach everybody yet. It reached a large number. It reached a large crowd, but we're not there yet.
I have kids.
Yeah, my son.
Listen, if I'm in a house in the summer, 24 hours, right? Mm-hmm. I might see certain kids that's in the house, that's in the video games. Good 3 hours out that 24 hours. If that.
That's light.
What I'm saying is my older kids is in the video games, they're on it 24/7. Yeah. They're on it. They only come out to eat and use the bathroom. They don't go outside no more. Like, you can't push these kids outside no more. They don't want to go outside. Nope. They don't want to go outside. No. So that's my whole thing.
Yeah, but that Terminator 2, iRobot, I think that shit can really happen. There's another topic I could say about a movie about as far as childbirth, but we're going to say that on another episode. For one of my conspiracy corners.
Yeah,
but they definitely do precondition us for movies and getting us ready for whatever's out there in reality and shit about the.
What's your thoughts, people? Pre-LGBTQ. It feel like I'm just trying to, you know what I mean? Pre that era. Do you think they ever slipped in a guy on any type of women's sports? Keep it.
Let me ask you this before. Do you think that person should be able to compete with the women?
No.
Me either.
No. And I don't think it's by accident that they picked a black man like Juwanna Man at that time to do that. I don't.
Right. And my thing is because, like I said, we get sent a lot of stuff, right? And I sent y'all something on like all Kobe guys since Kobe died.
Mm-hmm.
All Kobe guys went to some type of championship. Trae Young, Tatum, Giannis, Devin Booker,
There's some tie
the Lakers.
Kobe.
Time out. The Lakers won the chip the year Kobe died. But somebody sent me something. That was about the girl that went to Baylor that I totally forgot about. That Kobe was mentoring, and she just broke the record or tied the record for most triple doubles in the NBA. But they sent me a video, or I forget what it was, a video or maybe some pictures. It'll be on the screen where they were trying to say that Shorty is a little homie. You see what I'm saying? That's what they were trying to say. So I can't. Her name will be on the screen. The pictures will be on the screen where there's going on to the jawbone and circling the jaw. So I just felt it interesting. I was like, damn. I know we had the swimmer. What's her name again?
Leah Thomas.
Yeah, I know we had Leah Thomas there, but I'm like, do you think they ever pulled the fast? Because they show us a lot of stuff. Even like when we talk conspiracy theories, and I don't want to get into it too quick because we got to wrap up, but everybody always shows the Matrix, red pill, blue pill.
Yeah. Motherfuckers ain't ready to take that red pill. But let me explain something about Leah Thomas real quick, though.
Go ahead.
What a lot of people don't know is that the traumatic experiences that the other female swimmers had to go through. You know, Leah Thomas never went through the full transition, right? So he's still got his junk and shit.
Right.
So he's walking around in the women's locker room. He's still into women. So there's nothing really changed about the kid except for his mindset that he wants to be a female. And he's making these females feel uncomfortable. He's breaking all these records. He's knocking women off. I mean, from getting from getting the certain medals and the accolades that they deserve because he's beating them. But at the same time, at University of Penn, y'all are wrong for this University of Penn. But most of these students that spoke out, a lot of these students are there on a scholarship. They can't speak out about this guy. They lose their scholarship. They gotta go home. They gotta pay that expensive ass shit. Right. But they're fucking up though. Dealing with they have to deal with it, and it's pretty fucked up.
Went through the surgery to get his junk removed.
He's still a man.
He's still a man.
Yes, but shout out to
that
man.
Vito. But he still got his shit though, and he's able to be in their locker room, just free willy and shit.
Time out.
And if that was my daughter, like
listen,
like
you definitely right. Like that shit is a lot.
That's not right. On. It's not right, man. But motherfucker like 6'2".
Shout out to Mike. Listen, I will say this, Mike 28th Street. I don't mean to get off topic, but Mike 28th Street, Vito come back from training camp. He on point, bro. That kid on point. I'm just saying though, bro. We can't pull a fast one on him no more. You know, but before we get out of here, say it with your chest. Anybody got one?
No, I'm good.
My say it one chest is kind of like the conspiracy corner too when we was talking about the Brittney Griner thing.
Okay, talking to the mic.
The Trump like relationships. Is it possible that Trump could have had her stop to make it look like with ASAP right and all, you know, have motherfuckers stop and he come in and rescue them, make himself
but
look
he
good.
Is cool with Putin. That's his. I don't
make
know. Make
himself come through and look good for the rescue.
But my only thing is that what would be the gain of that? Those guys, they
make
got
him
out.
Look good.
It would make him look good.
But they do say Trump gonna run again now. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's true, but they saying Trump will run again.
I wouldn't be mad, man. And I'm actually pissed off at American citizens right now. I really
Why
am.
You pissed off? Keep it a C-note.
No, I'm keeping it like when Biden gave that speech about saying that, well, you expect us not to be out there for Ukraine. Like, I'm surprised like we didn't storm the Capitol again and be outside. We
can't do no storming no more.
I know we can't see the storm, but we could go right outside the gates. Just go to the gates this time.
If a white person got shot storming the Capitol, fuck you think gonna have black people do?
But I'm just saying, like we like, I'm tired of black folks getting mingled in and fucking up their lives based upon of a fight that we ain't got no shit to deal with.
Right. Shout out to everybody that was in the in our story on Instagram that said no, they're not regretting voting for Joe Biden.
Who don't regret
We
voting
had
for
a bunch
Joe in that hub?
We had a bunch of people that said they don't regret voting for Joe Biden. So shout out to y'all because you keeping it a C note and you standing on what you believe on.
I give him that.
What you believe in, and that's what it's all about. As always, like me, Vito, John, we may come at you, be debatable about certain stuff that you say, but it's all love. It's coming from a point if you was out with your homies and y'all was debating something and y'all go back and forth. It's all love. So if
I don't hate nobody.
Not hating nobody.
I don't hate nobody,
let them know that again. But
I don't, man.
if you get in the comments, don't think I'm not going to get in the comments because if I say X, Y, Z, they not going to agree with me and they going to go at me and this, that, and the third. Like, this is all opinion based and you can keep it a C note, say what you feel. And, you know, even if somebody come back at you, you have the option. You don't have to reply.
Yep.
State your piece, you know, and if you want to go back and forth, you can, but don't let nobody stop you from saying, because I've got a couple homies. I don't know about y'all, but I got a couple homies that be like, I be wanting to comment, but I don't want to go back and forth.
No, definitely comment, y'all. Please.
Definitely comment.
Definitely comment.
But just know if you at me, I'm coming at your neck.
And if I go too hard, please say something.
With love, I'm coming at your neck with love. There's no malice, but I'm coming at your neck.
Right,
no, this definitely
but he's a lefty and he don't want to be wrong, and
absolutely,
and a lot of the times he agree with Gilbert Arenas, so he be hating anyway. So it's all love. I'm saying that respectfully. Shout out Gilbert Arenas, but you know he be hating, Vito be hating. Hate. I nominate both of you guys. But we about to wrap this episode up. Once again, hold on. This is our 77th episode. 77. And it's Brother John, a.k.a. Brother X, my birthday weekend. So, you know, birthday week.
Man, these boys
birthday week. We ain't fumbled nothing. We ain't fumbled nothing. Come on, Vito. Pour something.
Come on, man.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to my guy, John, Brother X, whatever you want to call him. Professor X. You know, it's all love. We appreciate you, good brother.
Go that smooth no come up rough.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate everybody that's tuned in. You know, if you're new, again, hit the sub button. If you're new and you did hit the sub button, we definitely appreciate you. You know, hit the like button, hit the share button. We up out of here. As always, I'm your boy Brown. To the left of me, we got Birthday Boy.
You got your boy John.
And to the left of John, we got
Vito,
a.k.a.
Samuels.
Just Samuels or
Vito Samuels.
Okay, say that then. Say it with your chest.
Vito Samuels.
Oh, all right, then.
Okay.
Tell her, please, people, tell a friend to tell everybody. Keep the C note. We'll holler at y'all. Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da.